there is a report coming from Scott Perry, a lawmaker in the US, and he's saying under Biden and Obama, they are the ones that are sponsoring Boko Haram in Nigeria. With proofs.
Proves like
proves that they are the ones sponsoring. Mention the name of the figures of how much they spend, how they rattle out enough. But practically is a basic thing of they are the ones sponsoring. You know Boko Haram already now.
But can we know any of the proofs?
See, we know no, not Embelembe. This guy already said it before. Amzat, Mustafa Amzat. You know Mustafa Bacha's chief of staff. What do they call him? CSO. You already said it now. That most of these quarrels and Boko Harams and all is sponsored by the Westerners because they actually want to get into your oil, get into your products, and that's why they do it.
And so that can only happen when there is confusion.
Yes, they will cause confusion so that you people know. Then they will now bring their aids. They will say they have all this Red Cross nonsense, and then come to carry this internet to provide aid, bring peace. That's what they always do. They will destroy everything that you have, and it's a crazy strategy.
Ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. If you think that the program under Operation Enduring Sentinel, entitled Women's Scholarship Endowment, which receives $60 million annually, or the Young Women Lead, which gets about $5 million annually, is going to women who, by the way, if you read the Inspector General's report, is telling you that the Taliban does not allow women to speak in public. Yet somehow you're believing, and American people are supposed to believe, that this money is going for the betterment of the women in Afghanistan. It is not. You are funding terrorism, and it's coming through USAID. And it's not just...
That's it. From USAID, this is Scott Perry. It's shocking. And I knew it. Because one, all these Maiduguri people, why is it that you only have crises where we have mineral resources?
Yes.
Every country, every state that has massive mineral resources, that's where they usually have crisis. Jos,
Delta,
Nasarawa, Delta, sometimes Maiduguri. Why they don't do Osun?
It's true. It's true.
They don't go to areas, even Kaduna now. They are always powered by natural resources, and they go there to mine it and remove it while the crisis is ongoing. Now them create and so Boko Haram beat them. They never kill anybody who come do peace before.
Yes.
But they be killing soldiers. The same route. So most time, soldiers and these peace people will be going. They will leave the peace people that are not carrying gun. They will kill the soldiers that are backing them up.
Yes.
I've been looking at this thing from the beginning that this thing has ulterior motives. And now
if the soldier finds out what the peace people are doing, they will report back.
That's another thing. You know, there are lots of, and then our own Nigerian people too, they are making money from it.
Definitely.
Because in and out, they could wash hands with each other.
You know, we Nigeria,
they need the money
to bribe everybody in Nigeria.
See, we are the ones shooting ourselves. That's just the truth. Because those are leaders. They are I can't even imagine the way they reason things. Like how will you sell your own family out?
This is painful.
Very, very painful. Like seriously. And I am sure they have this in route with leaders here. It's not just.
I'm sure. Yes, President Donald Trump is going to hear this. What would now be his action? That's what I'm just anticipating.
Was waiting Nigeria. If all of us are waiting concerning Trump,
honestly, it's not his business.
It has nothing to do with him.
It's true.
Yeah, they are saying like charged oil, gas connections. Like there are so many things that are in that Boko Haram area that they can never stabilize. They can never ever stabilize. There is a particular stone that they said was in Maiduguri.
Is it granite?
It's granite stone. Let me look for it. Precious stone in Maiduguri.
Me, I know there's no government that's coming to eradicate this Boko Haram.
Californium, they call it. Californium. And 1 gram of Californium is $27 million.
Can you imagine?
Californium, they have it in abundance in Maiduguri. That's what they are stealing. That's what created Boko Haram. 1 gram of it is $27 million in the market. It's extremely valuable. And then it's there. They said it's on the hills and mountains of Goza in Borno State. That's why they say Boko Haram is hiding.
Yeah.
And then they mind it. No, they mind it. They carry and go. They say Boko Haram. So you know that all these countries, they don't want Africans to be made. We are nobody to them. They see us as animals, as goats. So anything to better their state, they just come and be packing it.
All these things is our government that is more causing it. All these things. They don't.
If your government does not agree with them, they will destroy the government.
It's true.
That's why they create insurgents now.
What can we do?
What
What can they do?
Nothing.
Who will they?
Government.
Nothing. No.
All of us are slaves to them. We all migrate away from here to go and be working in their countries
Of course.
and build their own countries where we abandon ours.
Exactly.
And then we take our children out to them as well to be another form of slaves, all in the name of our hustling. And then they create insurgents in our town, create insurgents in our own country,
So that you can
destroy us everywhere, so that we can run out. So it's only if a government agrees with them. Why did Abacha die when Mustafa was saying it? Because Abacha at some point told them that if they are not behaving well, he will remove the embassy from Nigeria. Imagine visa fee alone that they are collecting from us. You know how many millions of dollars? Let me even look for it. You see, sometimes if you are, but I don't like politics. I don't even want to go into that. Total visa fee. Because all these things will always come back online. Application for visa is $185 per one person. $185. If you now calculate it, and that's another, I think they have different categories. $185 include tourists, business, students, and exchanges, blah blah blah. From 2023, that's how they have increased it and all. Now, if you look at how much that will be times Lagos and Abuja visa centers, and the volume of people that are going there, how many millions do you think they will make, or even billions per year, just from one room like this that they are applying, they are stamping something. So which day will they allow us grow? If Nigeria is good, will anybody travel to their country? Most South Africans don't travel to US now, because South Africa is okay for them, they stay.
Sure.
It's almost like they are begging them to go to US. They don't have interest. The place is probably finer than US. So what's the point?
Sure.
So all of these things, they will continue to create unrest in your place, just so that people will migrate, and if you are not restful, they come and carry all your minerals. They are improving on their own end.
It's true.
And then they just, like this HIV/AIDS now, it was them that brought it here. There was a doctor that said they practically brought the virus from the blood and transfused it into people in the hospital. It's a video. I saw it. I won't cry that day.
Can you imagine?
They will come and inject people with the virus, not like you guys had it. We know they sleep with dog here now, and then do all this nonsense.
Yes.
And then because now they can't move money out of their place if they are not saying they are coming to help Africa. So they have to create that problem for Africa, like this cancer thing now. Africans don't have cancer. Not to me, they never do. Maybe they give us cancer. That's why they will see them. Now they did though. Now you see, we will start having problem. Like now, I don't eat fruit in Abuja. One of the reasons is all their fruits are like organic fruits. They are no longer they are organic. They use things to plant them.
Planted.
And before, do you see mango that is this big for what? For what? What do we need it for? We have regular mango.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But now they will give them the sucker of bananas to go and plant the genetically modified bananas. They do the same for cashew. So you see that in the next 20-30 years now, when all those plants, they will give it to you for free. They will say they are helping farmers, and they are planting it now. It will grow. All of us will start eating it. We will start having cancer.
And they use the same people to do this destruction.
Yeah, even when they took us as slaves those days, in the olden days, how did they do it? They paid their elders to sell you out, and off they go. So now them do slavery now.
It's true.
It was the Americans that came and packed people as slaves. It's crazy that it's extremely crazy, but we hope that God will save Nigeria, because that's one thing we know how to do here. Pray.
We'll keep praying and hoping.
We keep praying, and God answers prayer. So
Yes,
one day, something like now that Trump is the president, they don't like Trump because of his
that man is very
personality.
strict.
So with time, like now, this HIV/AIDS drug, they said they stopped it. This is antiviral something. So if you have HIV now, go to buy your drug by yourself, and they say it's about 20,000 per hour. I don't know if it's a bunch or something. I don't know what it is. But you know, this they are sending money to us is why they gain profit from it.
It's investment.
If you say give Africa $200 million, and you give the person who will carry and come here. If you remove half of it and give the money half, who won't go ask? So they are looting from it. But if you have cancelled, they don't give Africa anything again. Let them go and fend for themselves. Then you won't have any reasons to come and be killing us here.
Yeah.
So, but most people will not see reasons to that. They are saying they are helping us. No, don't help me. Let me help myself. Africa has everything. If nobody is helping us, we will find a way. We'll find a way. After all, they have removed subsidy on this. They have floated the dollar. So what's the point? Everybody is still breathing. Gari is 3,500 per module. We are still drinking like that. So what are you paying us for?
Kai.
Now go there. There we come to the end of today's program.